Thank you so much, everybody, for coming here tonight. We are so happy to see everybody. And on behalf of Leslie, I'm just going to say a few brief words. There's just a few people we wanted to very specifically thank for their direct role in making tonight possible. Leslie and I met about a year and a half ago, but as it turns out, Leslie grew up in a home where the backyard corner fence abutted the backyard corner fence of my grandparents for 30 years, right next door, and we never knew it. There were some close calls in retrospect. As a kid, Leslie used to hear little boys playing in the swimming pool. That was my brother and I, but we never really crossed paths. And then about a year and a half ago, one of the other neighbors, Mrs. Card, Adele Card, passed away in her old age, and there was a memorial event at her house. Jewish people call it sitting Shiva, where you drop by the house and pay your respects. And so my mom went to that neighbor's house because Mrs. Card had actually thrown an engagement party for my mom when she got married to my dad. And a couple of the other neighbors, the Sherman sisters, Judy and Suzanne, they stopped by as well. They had grown up in the neighborhood, and my mom. And so, of course, they got to talking, and my mom asked the usual question, do you know any nice girls for my son? And the Sherman sisters immediately said, yes, Leslie, she grew up in that house over there. And so I think within a few minutes of leaving the Shiva, we both got emails, and I went on Facebook and looked up Leslie's profile, and she Googled me and all that stuff. And we met, and ever since we've been together, we've been so happy. I think we really do appreciate how lucky we are to find something so wonderful. It's not so easy to get a little later in life to find somebody to be so compatible with and so in love with, and it's just wonderful. So we're very, very appreciative. So we would just like to thank, and you can hold your applause at this point for the others, but we'd like to thank Mrs. Card, wherever she is, would surely be amazed at her role in this. Her son Peter Card is here with us tonight. The Sherman sisters, Judy and Suzanne, are also here with us tonight, and we really appreciate them. My mom, this would not have happened without her, and you know, my mom and dad are so great. So we're really appreciative of everything they've done for us. And Leslie's mom and dad, Susan and Eddie, just fantastic. Everyone so generous to us with the wedding and with everything else. And the rest of our wedding party, Leslie's sister Lisa has basically been our wedding planner. Despite having a full-time job and 2 kids and the whole thing, she's really done so much for us. And her husband Matt and their daughter Madeline, one of our beautiful flower girls, and Sarah and Pete and Grandma and Lou. Everyone has been so generous and terrific. And on my side, my brother Jeff, Aaron, Todd, Barbara, our other beautiful flower girl Annabelle, who's been about as excited at this wedding as we've been, and Amy and JP and Uncle Woody and Doug and Denise, and finally my grandparents Abby and Gov. They got married right here in Boston. Next year is their 70th wedding anniversary. When they got married, they actually, no joke, they had 9 people at their wedding. And at the end of the wedding, they counted up the gifts to see what kind of honeymoon they could afford. And they ended up getting on a train to Worcester, Massachusetts. So I think we take it as a great lesson that as long as you have each other, you can do wonderful things in life. So we love you, and thank you, everyone.